Good luck, New Year's Day. Black-eyed peas. I'm gonna let these soak overnight. We're going to use 2 quarts of chicken stock. This is our homemade kind I had frozen, so I'm just gonna melt that down. Just on medium heat while I do my other work. I have 1 medium onion chopped, 2 stalks of celery chopped, 1 small bell pepper chopped, and 3 cloves of garlic minced. I cut up 4 andouille sausages, about 10 ounces. They're Cajun andouille. And I cut up a smoked sausage here, and I'm gonna use that together for my beans. And I use olive oil, about a tablespoon, and heat that up. I put my sausage in the pan, cook that up a little bit. That's my broth. On that, I'm gonna go ahead and add the seasonings to my broth and bring that to a boil. I'm gonna add 1 to 2 bay leaves, depending on how large they are. These in this batch are large. Black pepper, 1 teaspoon. Salt, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons. My chicken stock is not heavily salted, so you may want to adjust that depending on yours, or do it at the end. We're gonna add 2. I have garlic, 1 teaspoon. Cayenne, 1/2 teaspoon. Just want to slightly cook it, get a little brown. You can see the andouille sausage is much more fat. We have our beans that soaked overnight. We're going to strain those and rinse them. Straining that. And pour that into your boiling broth. No, I lost a pea or 2. I need Cajun seasoning, so I looked up a recipe and this is what I'm going to use. Thyme, onion, salt, Italian seasoning, garlic, paprika, and cayenne. Okay, I'm gonna add my sausage right to my beans. I'm gonna use a slotted spoon gently on my nonstick pan. Okay, and I'm gonna stir that up in there. Oh yeah, that's gonna be good. Now, while this is hot, I'm gonna go ahead and my veggies, my onion, my celery, my green bell pepper. I'm going to let that cook down a little bit, and then I'll saute that up a bit until the veggies get tender. You don't want them too brown. Okay, this is boiling. We're going to reduce the heat to simmer and cover. But I will go back in and add my veggies when they're done. All right, and that's simmering, so we're gonna cover it back up. And I'm making some Cajun seasoning to add to this. And then after the peas are all ready, we'll add our greens. Just cover it back up. There's our Cajun We're gonna add a heaping tablespoon of our Cajun seasoning to our beans. Got some of these ingredients in here, but they still gonna make it good. Okay, we're gonna let this simmer for about an hour, hour and a half until the beans are tender, or peas are tender. Check it for, make sure it has enough liquid every once in a while. Just to come back and check it. You guys might have noticed, but I forgot to add the garlic to my onions, and so I'm just gonna cook it here for 1 to 2 minutes. And then add it to the peas. Nice and fragrant, so I'm gonna go ahead and add that. I got the large can. What is that? 27 ounces of mixed greens. They're already seasoned. There's another brand I like too. They were out of stock, so I got this one. And I'm just gonna dump everything in there, the liquid and everything. These are already pretty much tender, but I might continue to let them simmer. After we do that, we will add another tablespoon of Cajun seasoning as well. All right, we're just gonna stir that up and let it simmer a little bit longer to heat through. Make sure everything's cooked to your liking. Look at that. There you go, guys. I actually added too much Cajun seasoning or cayenne to mine, and it was a bit spicy for me in the back of the throat. So instead, I didn't want to add any dairy. I didn't know what I could add to this southern soup. But I found that you can add like an acid. I added lemon juice, quite a bit, but it toned it down because it did have that like burn in the back, which kind of makes you cough, where it's not really hot on your tongue. But it seems to be good now. So let's service up a bowl. I did make rice too, just in case. Should be plenty of sausage in there. Add a dollop of sour cream if you wanted. I'm sure it wouldn't be bad. I am gonna probably make cornbread for later. And I might add a little bit of rice. Black-eyed peas for good luck and greens for good money. Starting off 2025 right. Happy New Year.